So Leeds just beat Chelsea 3-0. I mean, and in commanding fashion.
Third, because Manchester City
that's why I had a feeling it was. Okay.
But only for goal differential, by the way. Same amount of points. Leeds completely took apart Chelsea.
Yeah. It was an embarrassing display for Chelsea, without a doubt. They could not get past the press, and Mendy could not, because Brendan Aronson was like, "Oh, I learned some of these tactics out in Salzburg."
I think Mendy was looking at Aronson running at him through one of those side mirrors on a car. He was like, "Well, he must be so much further away."
Right.
He can't be like, "Why is he in front of me all of a sudden?"
Right. It's objects appear closer than they actually are, kind of a thing.
This is why I think it's a benefit that they disrespect Americans so much in the Premier League, because they wasn't ready. They were like, this dude's just going to tackle me like an NFL style. He don't know what he's doing. He tried to juke him.
Wrap
him,
guys.
Curl, my G.
Look at what you're hitting.
Yeah, dude. You don't hit the opponent. You go through the opponent.
No, but look, you watch Leeds, and Leeds are playing the way RB Leipzig wish they could play. You know what I mean?
RB Leipzig is watching Leeds through a rainy window.
How do I do what they do? Okay, the press, especially in
Michael Raymond said Brendan Messi's son. It doesn't even make sense.
But no, man, they call him the Medford Messi for a reason. But this is what I had seen. The Total Soccer Show had retweeted this, the Reddit thread of this match. And if you are a fan of the U.S. men's national team, you need to look at this thread. I'll bring it up in a moment.
I did not see this.
But it is literally the English, or at the very least Leeds fan,
right,
just slobbing on the knob of Tyler Adams and Brendan Aronson.
They are Googling pet eagles as we speak, bro.
The praise after a half English American man is saying that Leeds are gonna get relegated.
Jamal said, "Peace, guy. I live in a hut." Bro, we getting a hut in England though. That's a free place to stay.
Okay, we Airbnb it.
Yeah.
Okay, some gentrifiers will pay a lot of money for that.
Out here we call that a yurt. Okay, and it's glamping.
So. No, I mean, Leeds, in the 3 matches, they probably should have won the game against Southampton.
Probably.
When they were up 2-0. And they look incredible. I mean, and Tyler Adams specifically
wrapped himself in the American flag at the end of the match.
Bro, what is this?
Like you won a cup final, my G.
Let's go.
Damn. Is it election day? Because suddenly I'm voting for Tyler Adams.
Because you start. Brendan Aronson did this after the game as well, where he, in his interview he said that I'm paraphrasing, but basically like y'all better get ready because there's going to be more Americans coming to the Premier League. The quality of the game is getting better in the U.S., so you shouldn't be as shocked.
His brother alone.
Yeah.
His brother looks better than him at that age.
Right. And Tyler Adams, who I thought was going to have, I thought he was going to have a tough go.
At the very least, a learning curve situation.
Given that he is a bit smaller, for a defensive mid. But bro, he's throwing like risking it all for every ball, for every opportunity. Everybody, look, and on these comments, a lot of Leeds fans are just saying like, "Yo, this kid is everywhere."
Yeah.
Like as far as a heat map. The heat map is...
It's just a fire emoji with 2 goals at the end of it, bro.
It's just literally taking up the whole pitch.
Bro, what was he doing in goal? He's just everywhere.
And it's kind of surprising because he really wasn't that dominant. And I don't want to use the word dominant so casually, but he wasn't really this... He didn't make this much of an impression.
I'm glad you brought this up.
In Bundesliga.
I'm glad you brought this up because I happened to see an interview with Tyler Adams where he talked about why he made the decision to go to the Premier League when he did, and sort of taking into account the last few seasons he had in Bundesliga. And he said, dude, Jesse Marsch came into my house, talked to me, and said, this is our plans, blah, blah, blah. He goes, and truth be told, we had a really difficult conversation where he basically told me, here's why you are where you are, and here's what you need to do to get back. And he goes, the reporter goes, get back to what? He goes, back to being a beast, being who I was.
Wow.
Being an animal. He said an animal, and he kind of laughed. Bro, that's what we're seeing. That's literally what we're seeing. The Tyler Adams I remember from MLS, that's who you're getting. And I know for people that are fans of the European game, you're confused by what I just said. Don't be, because in MLS, this is what he did. He was a bit of a destroyer. He was everywhere. He pressed. He wouldn't leave you alone. He was smart. There was a time where you couldn't tell if he was a central defensive midfielder or a right winger or right wing back, right back, because he was one of those people that could stop you, but also he could start the attack.
Yeah.
He gets into spaces. Dude, the way. No one's crazier than Marcelo Bielsa, right? No one wants you to run harder than Marcelo Bielsa. No one wants you to press harder than Marcelo Bielsa. This is a smart press. This is a different thing that Jesse Marsch has instituted in Leeds, and he's doing it. Look, are they going to be in top 4 all season? Probably not. They're going to go through some periods. They're not the deepest team in the world. That said, enjoy it now. And shouts to Jesse Marsch for just being the most American he possibly could be every time a goal
He
scored.
did that air hump, bro.
The only thing missing is air guitar with his leg. It's the only thing missing of him being a white dude from the Midwest.
He was doing, Ace Ventura, like, yes.
Yeah. I thought he was going to burst out of his Allbirds. You feel me? That dude is a stepdad at a soccer game.
Yeah, look, for in that second half, I thought Leeds was probably going to falter a little bit, because first half press, you got the energy. Everybody's like hype for it.
Right.
Brendan Aronson gets that goal. You're like, all right, this is working. I'm all in. I bought into what the coach's philosophy. Second half, we're all human beings. We get tired. We're like, yo, coach, can you?
Why is this game so long?
Yo, can you just turn it down a little bit? Because my man.
How many subs did you get? 5? Let's do it all right now. Do it all right now.
Because I'm tired. And they
or us 11 leave. Those 5 come in. Let's see what happens.
If Leeds keep playing this way, it's going to require matches like Meslier had, and the goalkeeper just making a couple really incredible saves, and he did that.
You're going to need that. The way they play, they're going to leave themselves open.
So
a team better prepared than Chelsea. And Chelsea, let's be honest, Leeds look great. Chelsea look bad. First of all, I do want to give a little bit of credit before we finish the conversation about Brendan Aronson. Bruh, Koulibaly was following him around the pitch.
Oh, yeah. He got the early yellow.
Or as they call him, Koulibaldi, which is hilarious because he has it painted in.
Does he?
Yeah. His hair is like symmetrically. His hairline goes like this. Anyway, the fact that we got to the point where people were like, why do we even buy this kid, to them saying, let's get our best defender on this kid.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks is huge.
Because you saw in the Southampton game, I forgot who was the first. I forgot who their first game against was, where Brendan Aronson got the goal taken away.
Tell me about it. He's in my fantasy team. It's very disruptive.
But
disruptive.
that first game he played great. So the game against Southampton, you could tell Southampton.
Wolves.
Well, okay. So you could tell Southampton were like, all right,
watch this kid.
Watch this kid. Let's
see if that was a fluke. Chelsea was like, it wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
Let's get the big guy we got from Napoli.
And that's what I'm saying. Brendan Aronson looks great, able to get out of tight spaces around a lot of defenders. But the one credit I want to give to Tyler Adams is not only is he a great defender, but and I think where the improvement has come is in winning the ball back, but also making the correct key pass out of that after winning the ball back. So he doesn't make the 30-yard pass to send a winger forward and go 1v1 against the keeper. But he will send a 5 or 6 yard pass that will get it to a midfielder that can make that key pass.
But that's what you want.
Of course.
You want to pass out of pressure. If the whole thing of you got to get I think he does it in 6 seconds. You have 6 seconds to get the ball back. I think that's what what's his face? What's the guy's name?
Marsch?
Jesse Marsch.
Yeah.
I think that's what Jesse Marsch's rule is. 6 seconds.
Okay.
I think.
I've never heard that.
Sure. Here's what I will tell you. I saw the highlight. I want to rewatch the highlights. So I saw the highlight, and it was Bean's highlights for some reason. And they had Thomas Ronningen talking, and he goes, "Oh, that's not as fast as what we had in NASL when I was with the LA Aztecs."
Damn,
he
bro.
goes, "We had 3 seconds to get the ball back." I'm like, "You had accountants doing coke. Is what you had. There was 6 actual footballers on that pitch, and the rest of y'all were trialists."
Yeah, I don't know how strong the argument of like, well, the NASL was better.
Yeah. Why don't you chill, Tommy R?
Okay, all right. I know, watching Johan Cruyff with the Diplomats was fun,
Yo.
but it really wasn't his peak of his career. With all due
Wasn't.
respect to the GOAT. So, Justin Freeberg said Tuchel blamed taking the bus to the game instead of a plane as the reason they took the L. Did you hear about this?
I did, but you got to do that when a bunch of Americans. Wait, you saw the bus?
Hey, traffic.
First of all, I think the fumes were coming into the bus. Dog. Did anyone else see that American run?
Look, realistically, and I don't know what the details are around this, but Tuchel shouldn't even been at that game.
Bro, you saw Jesse Marsch would be like, it'll be disrespectful. Jesse Marsch is, he knows. He's like, yo, I ain't going out like Bob Bradley, bro. I'm going to take all y'all with me.
He said, he's like, yo, you get a red card, you miss a game, whether it's called football or soccer, and like, all right, boom, that's how you get them.
Boom, this is what I'm talking
So,
about.
and part of me, after that video and that press conference, I'm like, yo, I'm glad Tuchel was there to see that. He got front row seats. He's like, yo, you like your tickets?
Yeah, how you like that handshake, my G? You know he gave him a high five, Jesse Marsch?
No, I didn't see a high five.
Didn't shake his hand. Didn't shake his hand. Give him a high five.
That's great. Hey, you should have rubbed his bald spot.
I know. Hey. Yo, Conte called you a bitch in the group chat, bro.
Yo, you real cute, though. That was cute the way you lost to us.
Did your rotator cuff her from that handshake? Jamal said, yo, dude, Aronson spun Koulibaly back to Naples. That kid is good, dude. He is rad. What a dude. And he put in the most American accent. I told you he was half American, bro.
Okay, good. Now you speaking our language.
I feel you now. Bro, you saw that when they play Born in America, Born in the USA, and they play Hulk Hogan's music. I don't know what it is, but it's Hulk Hogan's music.
That's a who's the original singer of that song?
I don't know.
James Brown.
I just know it's Hulk Hogan's
Isn't
music.
it James Brown? That's a James Brown song? I don't know.
If you're hearing a wild audio in the background, we're figuring out where it's coming from.
Oh.
And, okay, our back screen is shot. We'll be right back after these technical difficulties.
No,
All good.
We're good.
We're good.